Okay, morning folks. Welcome to the briefing on Sunday the 24th. Well, looks like there's more flyable weather out there, but it's definitely on the change. Finally, I've been talking about this for the last couple of days. These fronts here have got to us. So at some point in the day, they're going to reach us, but probably stop us flying, I suspect, before dark. Timing is slight guess really, because the predicted data doesn't really match up with what we can see on the SatPic and the rainfall radar. Okay, so on our side of this cold front, southwesterly winds, southerly, probably on the ground. Isobars reasonably close together, so I think it's fresh at flying heights, 20 knots by the looks of it. And this front is making steady progress across us, as you'll see fairly shortly. TAFs, usually find Farnborough updates 9:30-ish. I might change the timings on things, but 176 knots scattered at 3.5. It's probably looking out the window. It's what we've got now. And Gatwick is giving a similar sort of thing, 180, 3.5, but it's saying sometime late afternoon, it's saying 1700, 1800 hours is then when you're going to start to sort of see the rain get to Gatwick. So we're a little bit west of there. It'll be an hour or two before that we start to see the rain. And the upper winds have got that sort of 20, 25 knot feel to them, looking at the isobars from south to southwest. We'll talk about that in a second on the setup we're going to go for. So yeah, fresher than yesterday, that's for sure. Certainly on the ground and definitely at flying heights. SatPic shows this sort of clearance just in here, coming towards us, and this is the rain band, so this is the bit we're going to be flying in today, and then this will probably stop us flying at some point this afternoon. It's clear, this cloud, it's just cloud feature here, there's no rain on it, it's clearing through fairly quickly. But the rain you can see, it's about the sort of Somerset area at the moment. We're Lasham's here, so looking at that progress, it's not tracking directly that way. It's more sort of coming up from the south. So its progress towards us is reasonably slow. It's fingers crossed, mid to late afternoon. That'll get to us. And before that gets to us, temperature-wise, similar to yesterday. It was about 12 degrees, 13 degrees. Felt quite chilly out at the launch point in the wind, and I think it will today. A little bit of a cold feel to it, and that's the sort of onset of winter really, or autumn. So cloud amounts, you can see we're in this gap here. This is 10 o'clock, and as we roll through the day, cloud thickens up, probably lunchtime in the afternoon, and we keep an eye on where the rain is sitting, probably to the west of us. By early afternoon, and then sometime, hopefully, fingers crossed, late afternoon, it probably gets to us. So it should give us a reasonable day's flying. Don't think there's going to be much opportunity for soaring. Certainly Top Meteo is not suggesting any soaring potential. Just talking about cloud amounts, the lower stuff, like it was yesterday, at 2.5, upper stuff was 3.5 to 4. So very little chance of soaring. And we'll just have to see really when the rain gets here. But it is a reminder on this one, fresh southerly southwesterly wind. Airspace wise, pretty much a rerun of yesterday. So number 8 is Southampton's hours of operation, which is essentially daylight hours. Their airspace is active. 16 is Middle Wallop. There's gliding taking place at the weekends at Middle Wallop, and that's no-tammed because it's not actually marked on the chart yet. 17 is high intensity radio transmissions from Boscombe Down. 18 is a clay pigeon shooting, and 20 is there is no danger area crossing service available from Salisbury Ops. And apart from that, nothing else in our area here. Setup wise, folks, I'm not actually running the airfield today. Ed Lockhart's in charge, so it'll be his choice, but I would imagine it's either going to be 2, 3 or 1, 6 for operations. Just be aware that it will get windy later. It's forecast. Exeter is forecast from 10 o'clock this morning, 15 gusting 25, and I think as that cold front gets here, it's going to get windier. So be aware of that. I'm sure Ed will be heading towards the hangar now, and hopefully we'll see everybody there and have a good day's flying.